Hey guys, it's Christy, the Homesteader Wannabe, and it's finally September, which I have been waiting for and excited for, and we're having the hottest temperatures we've had all year. We're in a heat wave, which is supposed to break tomorrow, but it doesn't stop things from being ready to pick, and everything's going to need watered because we're not supposed to get a lot of rain. But there are some new things to show you, so it might be interesting. But first, before I water, I want to pick what I'm going to pick because I, don't need the water in the bag. So let's get started. All right, we're still getting really good amount of, if I can get the things that way, squash in here. There's some over here. So that's good. Over here, I've been getting a lot, just look at the ground here, a lot of hornworm pressure. And I've found about all of them, I think. But I did find one yesterday, which would be very hard for me to find it again. But it had the eggs, the wasp eggs all over it, so I left it. But they did a lot of damage. And I found a few one day, and they had done some damage, and then I came out the very next day, and I saw even more damage. So I'll be checking that today, just to make sure there's not more. Are not, doing as well as I see other people's peppers doing, but they're giving me enough to eat some and freeze some. This one only has one pepper on it, but something that's new, I took off one of the Seminole squash that was ready. I have a picture of it, which I'll insert right here. And these are ready. These are the butternut squash. There's another one. That one's not ready. These two are ready. And then I'll go outside the fence. Another thing that's new is I have a little watermelon, and I believe that is this strawberry watermelon. Let me check this. Okay, it's not ready. And this big honkin' watermelon's still in here. You cannot cut through this. Maybe that's one way to tell if it's done. You have to cut the little limbs off. On the other side, that still has some green on it, so I don't think that's ready to be pulled because the one I did pull was completely orange. But the other only thing I have new that I can think of right now is I found this watermelon here. I hope it gets big enough by the time, that it's time to eat it or pull it, but I'm not going to tie it up. I think it's going to rest on the ground here pretty soon. It's growing so fast, so exciting. As soon as it gets cooler, I'm going to be, like I pulled this one, I'm going to be pulling all the volunteer cherry tomatoes. They're really not good. And next year I will pull every volunteer I have, since it'll probably be a cherry tomato, but they're not good. But they're big and prolific. How come the stuff that's big is prolific is the stuff you don't want? Howdy. My most faithful YouTube watcher is Trooper. He always watches the video being made. It's been a minute, but I'm here. I bought something. I want to show it to you. And of course, there's always a ton of stuff to do out here. So I thought I'd just bring you with me, and let's get started. All right, it's way too hot to have long sleeves on, but I have to cut some pretty tall stuff right now. It's like the perfect time for spiders, and I've been getting bit a lot, not by spiders, but by everything, so I'm just going to wear long sleeves and not regret this. This is a Geo bin. I've got it off of Amazon. You can buy it off of Yardfully directly from them. I believe it's made in America, and it's a composter. It's only about around 30 bucks, but it has really good reviews, and my composters are full right now, and so I wanted a different kind of composter anyway, just trying them all. The tumblers are not that great. The worm bin I made out of a trash can last year and buried it with holes in the sides. It's doing really good, but I just filled it up with more stuff, but it was done. I should have just left it alone, but you know, I couldn't fit anything else in the tumbler, so I threw it in there. So this is going to get all my garden scraps, like the I'm getting ready to cut down some cherry tomato plants. I'm going to cut down all of the volunteer cherry tomatoes. They are horrible. It's not worth it. So I read in the reviews, they said to lay this, because it's bound pretty tight, as you can see. I actually forget how many gallons this is that it holds. 246 gallons. It's 3 foot by 11 foot, so it'll be 11 foot, but you can make it how you want. It's not gonna, it'll be 11 foot, but it's in a circle that's only like 5.5 foot. So, but you can make it smaller or put it out all the way to as large as you want it. Let's see here. And they have different colors. I just thought this color would be the closest match to the house. I don't remember the other colors. I mean, I know they have black, but I think there's 3 colors. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go ahead and cut some of the cherry tomatoes and lay this out in the sun, and then maybe this evening I'll come out and go ahead and put what I cut today in it and stand it up. All right. All right, we'll get some rocks. So I cut all these. It looks so much better. And I found a few cucumbers that were hidden. Look at this. I found this. And one day I did not have hornworms, and the next day, I mean, I'm sure I did. They were little. Look at my Amish paste. God. I have found the biggest hornworms this year I've ever found. So over here, this bush here, I know I probably planted this, but I don't know what it is, and it doesn't attract bees, it just attracts sweat bees. I don't know if you can see them. They're all over this thing, and it's not pretty, so I think I'm gonna cut this down. This thing was fine a couple of days ago, now look at it. But the blooms are still on here, so I don't know what to do. I'll just have to figure that out. And there's another, back here, another volunteer cherry tomato that I'm taking out. Okay, that looks a lot better. That's where the cherry tomato was, and this is where that bush was that was ugly. And it's deep, so I'm gonna have to get the thing out here, the trowel, and get that out of there. All right, guys, I'm headed in. It's very hot. We're supposed to get a cool down this week. It's gonna be like in the low 70s in the day and in the high 40s at night, which is amazing. So I'll probably be doing a lot more stuff out here then, but I forgot to show you my loofahs, so I'm going to show you the new loofahs. All right, here is the loofah that we've seen, and then behind is 2 new loofahs. And then I have a bunch of new loofahs in the garden I'll show you when I come out on another day. Bye. Alright, I think that's where I'm going to put it, and I'm going to show you how these clips go on. You're supposed to do every other one. You can buy more. They're like $9.99 for more. I don't remember how many they give you. But you line up these holes. And you put it in. And then you just twist it. Very easy. It's not going to be as easy the further down I get. One. Yeah, it's exactly going to be just as many as every other hole is. It's very wobbly right now. If I could, I would probably put maybe a T-post in here. If there's not a downspout somewhere close, I will do that. All right. All right. So that's what it looks like. I would probably also, I might do this, buy more to do this section where it's, oh, this is the overlap from what I don't want or need. I'm going to start with some shredded cardboard and paper that I have just to get the worms moving. And I use anything that's like shipping paper. I use the toilet paper rolls, the paper towel rolls. I shred them in the shredder and they do really good. I probably wouldn't go any thicker than that through the shredder without, it would probably tear it up. Then I'm gonna put some of these yard scraps like these marigolds I took out of the garage garden the other day. I do have some wood, gosh, I can't even talk today. Wood chips down at the driveway, at the bottom of the driveway. So I gotta get those up here. And then I'll put, I'll also put some leaves when they fall in the fall. I'm gonna kind of sandwich this. This is like, you know, kitchen pieces of tomato and cucumbers and peppers and cantaloupe. They did say if you could put rebar down in the bottom, then you could turn it every once in a while. So I'll see if I have something like that. I might have like a T-post, but it wouldn't stand up in there right now. So I'm gonna grab all these cherry tomatoes on the ground. This is some more table scraps. These fell off of the tomato plant when I took it out the other day. So next I'm going to take these tomato plants I took out the other day, put them in. I'm going to try to put some of these towards the back because the back's like sinking in. I don't know. Think about that. I have lots of stuff in the garden that I can put in here. The bugs are just horrid. I'm not sure why I have to grunt when I bend over now, but apparently it's a thing. Alright, here's some 2 bigger cucumbers that I've been saving for this. I think that's just about it for the day. I'll just be bringing stuff out as I go through and cut all this stuff out of the garden. I need to go over and pull a squash plant. I don't think I'll have time today. I'll have to do it tomorrow. Alright, well this is what I got in there today. And it filled up quite a bit, but you know it's going to break down. I'll just keep stuffing it. And I'm going to try to get, you know, I don't know if I put something back there to hold that back. I don't know. I might put a string through here and then tie it to that thing and then stretch that. So we'll see. Anyway, just a fun little project.